Valentine's Day presentation of the NBA. It's a matchup you're going to love. Right here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Washington Wizards going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. Here at their home, the Smoothie King Center. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. And now, Washington's starting group. They've got Jordan Poole. Gallinari is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then it's DeLon Wright, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward. And for the Pelicans, Ingram at the 3 with Williamson playing the 4. McCollum is out there with MP. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Don't expect a ton of points tonight. Not much scoring, Greg. Each of these teams are excellent defensively. Tell us why.
Well, defense starts with effort, and all of these guys really compete. They take pride in that defensively, and boy, you love to see it.
Now, here's Kuzma. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Kuzma, and the layup is good.
To me, that's about two things, guys. That's the hustle and timing of Kyle Kuzma getting to the offensive window.
McCollum against Wright. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now, here's Gafford. Boy, he just disappeared against Dallas when they needed him the most. Can't connect from short range. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. He went to Washington for their last meeting with the Wizards, and they came out with the win.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. And Doris, what would you say has to happen for the Wizards to take that next step?
I think one of the things that's absolutely key to an organization's success is being able to make right selections with their draft picks. It's not easy. It's not an exact science, but it's been problematic for this organization in the past. That has got to change.
Holmes, good.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Wizards have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Molinari finds Wright. Pelicans pull it in. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Right, the pass to Kuzma. And again, Washington with the triple.
His offense really opens up when Kyle Kuzma is making that three-point shot.
McCollum kicks to Holmes. To the wing on the left. Here's Williamson. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Wizards trail by 5. So timeout called here. The first for Washington.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
A big group substitution. Here's Kuzma. He's got 8 over Williamson. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Just soft touch in the mid-range right there by Kyle Kuzma. Just accepting what the defense is willing to concede.
And, Greg, it just seems like every night Kyle Kuzma is going to put up double digits.
And he has the potential to be a double-double threat. Just needs to get more aggressive on the glass.
Underneath, in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. Cohen is out there with MP. And it's Ingram in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Williamson outside. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played.
It's such a force moving around the paint. Zion goes where he wants.
Wizards trail by 8. Here's Poole. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Pass to McCollum. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Kuzma passes to Poole. Right side. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Pelicans leading by 8. And with the big collisions we see in the paint, and Greg, there are some have argued for changing the charge rules. Did you see that?
You know, there's talk of extending the restricted area. I've even heard some say ban charges by help defenders. I like the former idea. It seems less extreme.
And so McCollum nails both of them.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
Now here's Wright. No scoring in this one. Holmes against Poole. Shoots over Holmes. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Poole.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Holmes. And the power rankings now, second half of February. Interesting to see how some of these teams compare. Take a look at the Nuggets. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And when I look at the Pelicans, they've been consistent in their approach, and they found consistency in these rankings. Just a real solid club that puts a good product out on the floor.
Now here's Wright. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And it's Gallinari missing. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. In the corner, right with it. A shot, no good. Good D by McCollum. Williamson against Wright. And stolen by Wright. And here we go. Washington fast break. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Holmes finds McCollum.
And crafty move by McCollum there, making sure he initiates the contact before letting the shot go.
And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Gallinari. Green comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Avdiaz checked in for Poole. And Tyus Jones subbed in for DeLon Wright. And so we conclude the first half. Pelicans lead by 4.
Your Pelicans 42. The Wizards 36.
And we resume our Valentine's Day broadcast. Glad to have you with us. Without question, Kyle Kuzma displaying his skills today.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
Taking a look at the Wizards. In the backcourt, it's Jones and Poole. Daniel Gafford is out there with Gallinari. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. Passes it to Valanciunas. Rebounded by the Wizards. Gafford's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And usually one of the league leaders in field goal percentage, Doris, Daniel Gafford. What a solid contributor.
Kevin, you love those role players who play within themselves, and that's exactly what Gafford gives you, an understanding of what his team needs. Rim running, rim protection, and rebounding.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, what's going to enable the retooled Wizards to take the next step? Coach Wes Unseld Jr. said, I think the biggest thing is the fit. A better fit helps the competitive spirit, the connectivity, and guys get the big picture. But the most important thing is winning. Kevin, he thinks that mindset is starting to take hold.
I think it is. Building that culture is so important. David, thanks. And they pick up 2.
You can see Kyle Kuzma has put every aspect of his game together right here, right now.
Here's Ingram. True on the 14-footer. Ingram's got 8.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Here's Poole. Outside, Jones. Pass to Kuzma. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. Gafford's got it all tied up now for Washington.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Moment here now for an injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. I got some news from the Wizards' head athletic trainer. He told me that taking a look at him, it looks like it's only a sore wrist. And this is a huge blow. This wasn't the best roster in the NBA coming into the season. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Substitution on the court.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. The Wizards with another miss. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Williams is out there with Brandon Ingram. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's McCollum. And it's Holmes in at the 1. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Avdia with it. Now Valanciunas defending. Jones. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Wizards?
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Avdia. Inside, kicks it out to MP.
2 minutes.
It's Ingram on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. And another turnover here by New Orleans.
Huge turnover at really the worst possible time. You have to value every possession, especially at this stage of the game.
Washington calls timeout. They're up by 1. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kyle Kuzma.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over. David?
Guys, I had a chance to find out what Wes Unseld Jr. discussed with his players. Now, with the game in the balance, he had some encouraging words for his team. He said, this is what we wanted. We thought if we kept it close, we could pull it out. Now, let's go out there and do just that. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And, guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
They get it back. No good from Valanciunas.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
That's good from Poole on the assist from Gallinari. Gallinari's got his 3rd assist on the night. Ingram against Kuzma. And here's MP for 3. And Jones pulls it down.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net. Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
McCollum. The shot, no good. And an intentional foul right there. Trey Murphy's checked in for Kenrich Williams. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for the Wizards.
Substitution on the court.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Kuzma outside. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Brandon Ingram. First personal foul. 15.
Drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
What I love about Kyle Kuzma is this guy understands that there's more to the game than just scoring. That's a change from his rookie season. Now he wants to contribute defensively, and he gets on the glass, guys.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's McCollum. And the rejection by Gafford. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And here is Wright. And so it's the Wizards with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg and Dale, this is Kevin Robinson. Thanks for watching. See you later.
I don't come kilometers. I don't walk that many kilometers. Learn from the teacher. I don't take for the game, she no pitas. I decide bad mind from a distance. But this sweet happy.
Welcome to an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV.
Okay, you've explored the game, you have your builds. It's time to take your game to the next level, and this week we're focusing on tips to do that.
Mike Wang's talking defense, and we have some ways to boost your performance.
But first, if you've ever wanted to go pro in NBA 2K, you have to check out the Become a Pro series.
The 5v5 events are going on right now through the 15th, and 3v3 events start October 21st. Play in the event, earn some rewards, the top reward being draft eligibility.
So for some insight on getting to that top spot, we invited former 3v3 champion Pistons GT head coach Dew to the studio. Defensive slides. Coach Dew, welcome to NBA 2K TV. How are you doing today?
How are you guys? Thanks for having me yet again. Appreciate the opportunity to come talk some 3v3 with you guys.
So what advice would you give to new players looking to become a pro?
Same advice I give everyone, man. If you really have a passion, you really want to go for this Become a Pro series is one of your greatest opportunities. And then also all the team tournaments that's being held throughout this month. We do a Motor City Rivals tournament every year that's called Road to Pro. Anybody and everybody can sign up, bring your team in. You know, the sky's the limit from there.
So if you are looking to scout a player, what can make them stand out on a team?
One, you know, when I see your streams, I see how much you're communicating with your team. That's a big thing for me, because you got to be able to communicate, you know, when things are good and when things are bad. Also, just making sure that someone is able to handle those good and bad times, you know, when things are going on in the game and, you know, we're down, not just giving up on that game and moving on to the next, but, you know, thinking and realizing, hey, we get some stops, we can get right back in this game and possibly win.
All right, and with the new build system in 24, how have you and your team been labbing it up? Like, what are you guys looking for? What are some of the successes that you're finding in the builds this year?
I love defense in general. So, you know, having a good defensive build or a good offensive build that can also play defense is pretty huge. There's a big impact because you can have, you know, 1 through 5 kind of be able to do, you know, offense and defense now, which is really good. And it's just going to help the game, you know, evolve a lot more because that's how the NBA is now. You got a lot of, you know, centers that can spread the floor and shoot the three and also still, you know, bang down low if they need to and stuff like that. So I really like the ability to kind of make a player that can be, I won't say overall, but at least have, you know, some decent ability in every category.
And with players coming into the league, potentially through the Become a Pro series, what are you looking for with your scouts at Pistons GT? Like, what are your needs for the team?
Right now, we're looking for either a shooting guard or a combo guard and a power forward or center. When I'm scouting, looking at, you know, what are they able to do? How well are they able to communicate? Watch their stream, seeing, you know, what they're doing, how they're playing. You know, are they, you know, turning off their stream when things are getting down? Are they, you know, not talking as much when things are not going well? How much are they talking when things are going well? You know, how much smack are they talking to the other team? How much junk are they talking to their stream? Because all
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to the NBA Rising Stars Challenge, a game that has become such a special part of all-star festivities.
And that's really because it always provides us with such an entertaining look at the next generation of NBA stars. In a game like this where the pressure's off and it's all about having fun, I think we really get an opportunity to see just how skilled these young players are.
Exactly. I mean,
Substitution.
Completely new group for USA.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
So Team World's 5 right now. We've got Sharp, And it's Fontecchio in at power forward. Smith kicks to Holmes. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Just 5 to shoot. The shot by Thompson, no good. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Weekend. And I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game. Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Kicks it out to MP. And he can't bank that one in.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. They're doing everything they can to put things in their favor.
And it's USA bringing the quarter to a close with a 7.
USA team 64. The visiting team 57.
Welcome back to this showcase of the amazing young talent and the... So USA wins it.
What a terrific game. I tell you what, these young players are going to give us years of excitement to come. The future of the NBA is looking very bright with these guys, Kevin.
Terrific young players. You're right, Greg. And this really was a fun contest to watch, as it always is. We hope you've all enjoyed it as much.
I'm enjoying when they ain't even much let me fucking play. I'm lost. How I'm supposed to enjoy it when y'all ain't even fucking let me play? That's 30, bro. They ain't even let us in 30 seconds.
Kilometers. I don't come kilometers. I don't walk that many kilometers. Learn from the teacher. I don't take for the game, she no pitas. I dislike bad mind from a distance.
They want me to be great. Split.
Great game.
Watch the pit. Don't let him shoot that. Watch the screen. Yo, set it up.
There you go.
We've been ready. We're waiting your team. Y'all ready to lose? You guys the ones who's gonna be losing today. Yeah, it's time to play now. Focus, focus!
Pick, pick.
Game time, game time.
Over it. Shoot it.
Let's go.
That's all day. Screen, screen, screen.
Turn it up, turn it up. Yo, we got this. Don't worry. Keep letting that fly, baby.
Pick on me, pick on me.
Keep it going.
Nice work, fellas.
Time to play now.
Try to stay a while and get some additional reps in.
You.
I always see one person on our squad never passing, and so I bring it up to this person time and time again. And what advice would you give me to coach that person?
I mean, are you able to make trades? No.
I've been trying to trade this person forever, but I can't. I'm stuck.
You know, maybe that person is not taking it well because of the delivery of it.
I can't believe you would throw Danny under the bus like that. But Coach Dew, thank you so much for coming on and sharing that championship advice and wisdom. I can't wait to see what the prospects do in this year's Become a Pro Series. And best of luck this season.
Definitely.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm excited to watch too. Definitely looking forward to seeing some of these streams. I love to watch and love to scout out some people doing that way. And then too, like in these different tournaments that's coming up from the actual teams in the league, feel free to reach out. And I don't just want to see highlights, because I know a lot of people just shoot highlights. Like, I want to see when you're doing good and when you're not doing good. So just shoot me a stream. I'll try to type into your streams and check you out, and then make a decision about you, about your player from there.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Coach.
Let's meet the visiting team, Houston Rockets. At small forward, Jayshawn Tate. At the other forward position, Jabari Smith. At center, Alperon Sengun. At point guard, Fred VanVleet. At the other guard position, Jalen Green. Let's meet.
We are a look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. The pairing up front, Smith and Sengun. The guard spots are VanVleet and Green. And it's Tate in at the small forward position. And for the Pelicans, they've got McCollum. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Trey Murphy. Then it's MP. And it's Ingram in at the small forward. This should be a fun one, Greg. Two teams that are among the most athletic in the NBA.
And I don't know if it'll be a track meet, but it will be an up-tempo game. And that's the only way these teams know how to play.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. They get it back. Şengün kicks to Green. And the three ball is good.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
Cullen passes to Holmes. Tate against Ingram. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
For three. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. They won their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
Probably looking for more of the same here. As we know, a deep bench so crucial to any team's success. Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
And so just over a minute and a half played. And the shot goes in.
And Ingram really can handle either part of that pick and roll. He could be the screener, and then he could roll, or he could score off it. Nice option.
This Pelican front office has done a great job, Brent, finding some diamonds in the rough. Players that have now helped.
Think about it, Kevin. They grabbed Jose Alvarado and Najee Marshall, both undrafted players. And those guys are key rotation pieces to change the tempo of any game. Herb Jones, a great steal in the second round. Defensively comes in, creates havoc. I mean, a lot of really impressive finds for this front office.
Now Ingram. After Jalen Green's three-pointer that didn't go. Top of the key jumper, no good. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the loss to Memphis. Here's Smith. Şengün trying to free himself up. The shot's good from Smith.
Good work inside from Smith Jr., putting that size to work.
McCollum outside. He kicks to MP. That shot misses. Great tee that time from Green. Van Vliet looking around. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
MP outside. To the inside. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Trying to find Valanciunas. Gets it to him. There's the pass to McCollum. Lock at 6. From deep. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
CJ just so smooth and is a marksman from 3.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
And New Orleans going with the whole new group. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Houston.
Fred, guys, they've done a great job beating their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Well, I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line. They've drained a good number from beyond the arc this year.
You throw good, Van Vliet.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
So on the floor for Houston, the guard spots are Van Vliet and Green. Jason Tate out there with Tari Eason. And it's Smith in at the center position. Now here's Ingram. He's got 7 and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Houston gets called for the foul.
Ingram just continuing to impress and taking strides in the right direction. Just a tremendous amount of offensive weaponry.
Dog is what they called him when he first got into the NBA, Brent, and he has become a very loud bark. What a player.
Yeah, Kevin, a lot of talk about him having to jump around in the shower to get wet, but he has put on the weight and become ferocious on the offensive end. This guy does not back down, and he's worked hard to fill out that frame.
Now here's Van Vliet. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
But once Green gets inside, he has the body control to adjust to the defender there and finish.
Here's McCollum. Following the basket by Jalen Green. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Green against Holmes. Green kicks to Smith. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Smith's got the lead, back up to 3 now for the Rockets. McCollum against Van Vliet. McCollum with the bounce pass. He's covered by Eason. Here's Valanciunas. Buries it down low. Valanciunas has got his first bucket of the night.
It's so hard to move a mountain, trust me. Major damage on the boards being done by Valanciunas.
Here's Green. Count that bucket. Green's got the lead up to 3 now for Houston.
Now, I don't know if you would consider this, but he's got such a nice touch around the rim. Maybe you foul him there?
Cullen passes to Holmes. And it's off from three-point range. Eason with it. Now guarded by Ingram. Throws it up high. And the dunk by Smith.
And showing the vert there. Smith Jr. up in the rafters to finish that alley-oop.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Second shot opportunity. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Valanciunas, a seasoned veteran now that you basically can count on as a double-double guy, even in limited minutes. He really does a great job of patrolling the paint.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Alden. David.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Wizards wasn't happy with how he played. He scored some points, and he did a good job to dish out a few assists to his teammates as well. He missed shot after shot. The iron was indeed unkind. He'll be looking to make amends here tonight, Kevin.
Okay, Dave, thanks. And we all know he wants to come out here and move on.
Yeah, and what would really help is if he could come out and get off to a good, quick start here tonight.
Yeah, you wonder if the coach is going to force feed that because the ghosts of the last game are still haunting him. Hopefully he can block out all that noise and distraction and get himself back on track. Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Timeout called the Rockets.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team.
So it's Houston ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Your Pelicans, 33. The Rockets, 42.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Well, guys, what can you say? Jalen Green, an impressive effort here today.
And, guys, we saw just how tough he can be with a step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Trey Murphy is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's MP. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's McCollum in at the point guard position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now interviewing former players, they say what they miss most is the camaraderie. What about you, Brent?
I would say, Kevin, right behind the camaraderie is another C word, the competition. And there's no doubt that there's only a few ways that you could ever feed that. Playing at the highest level, being a member of the National Basketball Association, that's something special.
And Tate throws it down.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Here's McCollum. Again, the Pelicans score.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Ingram passes to Holmes. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
McCollum dishes to MP. Covered by Smith. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün. Herbert Jones, he's... Kids have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
That free throw good from Eason. 23 seconds left to play in the third. Holmes passes to Marshall. And stolen by Whitmore. And here they come. Here's Porter, and then Porter with the jam.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
Pass to Marshall. And here's MP for 3. Off target. And so it's Houston with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And their ability to get points in the...
68.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Outside, the wings are Green and Tate. Tari Easton is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Porter at the point.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
Porter with it. Passes to Şengün. Pass to Eason. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 5 rebounds tonight. Green against Holmes. Now here's McCollum. He's covered closely. Just 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. There's Porter with the 3. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 12. The pass to Zeller. To Holmes. McCollum outside. Zeller inside, guarded by Green. Here's McCollum. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And a chance for just a second to check out this. And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the...